How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cup or Bust. Apologies for this one taking a little bit longer. Obviously, was busy with the NHL 19 beta. On this one, we're doing the LA Kings. As you can see, their top players are Doughty, Kopitar, and Quick. So we have our number one center, our number one D-man, and a solid elite goaltender. I feel like, the core pieces are definitely there. We really just have to kind of retool this team and kind of fill out the depth a bit better. They're currently 90 overall, so they're actually tied, they're second in terms of rating in the Pacific. They're tied, though, with Vegas, San Jose, and Anaheim, so very close there, all behind Calgary. Surprise, Calgary is actually highest rated team. And as always, guys, using the most realistic settings, so skill superstar, period length 20 minutes, game style is full sim, obviously trade difficulty is set to hard. Also, guys, we have our own set of rules. First one there, unlimited free agent signing, just to keep the summers more fun. Max 5 trades per year, but CPU offers are a bonus. Cannot trade picks past 2020, that way we don't ruin the team too bad, and then keep at least 4 picks per draft just to keep it realistic. And right now, guys, I'm going to show you all the created players in case you forget. Also had someone ask if I can show all the individual stats, that way they can recreate the players in their games, so I'm going to do that for you here. Obviously, you're just going to want to pause the video if you're trying to do that. So we have Adam Fox on the Hurricanes, Brady Tkachuk, Cole Caulfield, McCarr there on the Colorado Avalanche, Kovalchuk on the LA Kings, so we're finally reunited with Kovalchuk here. As you can see, he's got really good puck skills and shot, even though he's not that fast, so hopefully us being reunited with Kovalchuk is a match made in heaven. I guess we'll find out. Samsonov there on the Caps, Shashorkin on the Rangers, Sorokin on the Islanders, Farabee, Jack Hughes, Jake Ottinger, Grigorenko. So he's actually not supposed to be here. I just have to record a video and then take him out. So I guess this is kind of like a sneak peek at a future video. I do re-put Grigorenko in the game as he's only actually available in the expansion draft. Oliver Wahlstrom there, Quinn Hughes, Krasov, Nichushkin, and that's it. So hopefully you guys, just like I said, if you want all the stats, just pause it. And on the line for this episode, guys, we have a Rare Players Plus pack. So if we're unable to win the Stanley Cup in one of the first 3 years, we'll have to quick sell it. But if we're able to win, we actually don't have to bother buying it, as I'm pretty low on coins right now, and I have something special planned for later I'd like to save them for. Right here, guys, look at the team to start the season. Kovalchuk, Kopitar, Toffoli there, pretty solid first forward line. We then have Ryder, Carter, Pierce on the second, Camp, LaFellow, and Brown on the third, Clifford, Mitchell, and Lewis on the fourth. So the fourth could definitely get an upgrade. Even the second, like I'd rather not have a 79 on the second line. If we can move Ryder down to like the fourth and basically bring in a second line winger and maybe a fourth line center, I feel like that'd be good. Defense, though, is pretty solid. Like, you got Doughty, I mean, that's pretty much all you need. Also, the rest of the guys there, Muzzin, Forbert, Martinez, Gravel, and Phaneuf are all solid. Like, really don't have to add anything to the D. Obviously, already have our number one starter goaltender in Jonathan Quick, so I feel like we'll be competing right off the bat, which is good. AHL team, really not a lot here to look forward to. So I think we are in that win now mode. Not going to try and suck the first or second year. Basically just going to go for it off the bat and hope the playoff sim works out, assuming, of course, we make the playoffs. Ledoux there might be able to make the jump soon, so that could kind of give us options, maybe trade a defenseman for a forward. Goalies, really no one young or upcoming. So I think our best prospect's Velarde, obviously in the CHL. Other than him, I don't really think we have anybody. Maybe Spencer Watson. So going to see what's out there. Probably going to sign Samuelson. Other than that, maybe make a trade and then just get started with the sim and see how we do. Alright, guys, so right now we're trying to make a pretty big first trade. Notice the Rangers have Zuccarello on the block. Obviously, very solid winger. He's 84 overall, only making $4.5 million. That's a pretty good contract, and he's signed for the next 2 years. Offer them Forbert here. I don't really want to trade, but if he gets us Zuccarello, I think it's worth it. Like I said, we have a good amount of depth on D. Clifford there, I want to get rid of that contract. 1.4 for the next 3 years as a 76. Same with Thompson here, 74, making just under 1.5 for the next 2 years. So they want both those guys, and honestly, they're doing me a favor if they take them. And then the real thing of value here is our 2 second-round picks, which, again, I think to get Zuccarello is a pretty good deal. The 2 extra players there are literally just there for the roster spot. The value's on our side for sure. They want all 5 pieces. Let's see what they say. Trades accepted. We have to move down LaFellow, call up Follin. I think LaFellow can move up and down however we want, so we'll do that, and then we'll probably send some other guys down to bring them back up. So I think it's a very good trade. Normally, Zuccarello's not on the block. If you guys didn't know, I've actually been updating all the extension contracts that have to do with RFAs. So if they signed as a UFA, I leave them unsigned because just to keep the summer interesting. But if they're an RFA, I put that through. So I think maybe with the extensions to Shea, as well as Hayes and Spooner, even VC, I guess, the Rangers just decided they have to trade Zuccarello. Also, as you guys can see here, our current status is contenders. So I'm hoping we have a good year. Also, there are the trade values. Velarde, solid player, like I was saying. Also had some other junior players I didn't realize. Phillips, Clegg, Moverar, Anderson Tolan. So Draft picks as well, pretty solid until we traded away those second round picks. Had all our picks basically. Actually have 2 fourths there and 2 sixths, so maybe we can make those work. I think honestly the Zuccarello trade's enough. Probably go sign Samuelsson and start the sim. And like I was saying, guys, right now I'm going to sign Samuelsson, or at least try. So we can actually only offer 750k. We're that close to the cap. Hopefully they'll say yes to that. He's going to be in the AHL, so we can also make an offer here on Ekman Larson. We do have a couple roster spots. He has like a little bit more than the minimum value, so if we can get him for free, maybe use him in a trade, might as well. And as you can see here, after that trade, our team status actually changed to champion, so hoping for big things from this team. Actually really liking the look of it. So Kovalchuk, Kopitar, Zuccarello is on the first line. Reunited the That 70 line. We got Toffoli, Carter, Pearson there, so I'm hoping for big things from them too. Camp, LaFella, and Brown's a pretty solid third. And then Lewis, Mitchell, and Ryder, obviously a very upgraded fourth. Defense, the top 4 really hasn't changed. As Phaneuf's the same rating as Forbert. Gravel's still there. And then Ledoux is now the 6th man opposed to Gravel. So did go down a couple overall, but he's got top 6 potential. He's only 25. So maybe he'll grow. And honestly, I think it's a pretty good price to pay in terms of upgrading the forward group. So I'm going to start the sim now and just hope for the best. Around January, guys, having a pretty good season. 22, 18, and 2. Canucks just offered us Jokinen in a 6th for 2 6ths and Fakulski. Don't mind losing the AHL player. That's on a 3-year deal. I'm not sure what Jokinen's overall is. Also, really, all we could use him for is 4th line center, most likely. He's 77, and he's got 60 face-offs. So, yeah, LA traded him away, and I don't think I'm going to take him back. And I just got a pretty interesting offer from the Florida Panthers. I want to give us Jared McCann, a solid prospect, for a 3rd, a 4th, and Fulkovsky. I'm not sure why everyone wants this guy. I think this might be worth it. Like, I'm trying to think. McCann's 21, 75. Playing with the AHL, he could definitely grow. With a 3rd round pick, though, we could get, like, Kaut, who's got more value. So maybe we give them a 2019 3rd instead. I feel like they still do this. Obviously, it would count as a trade. We've only made 1 so far, so I doubt we make more than 3 at the deadline. Let's see. So 2019 3rd, they don't want it, but I feel like it's a pretty good deal there for Jared McCann. Oh, trade rejected. Really? I can't believe... All right, let's see if we can add 2019 4th round pick as well. I feel like Jared McCann's definitely worth that price. There we go. And I just got another offer from Florida, guys. I want to give us a 4th and a 5th for a 4th, a 6th, and Friend, who's a prospect with 7th potential. I feel like trading him away to move up around is definitely worth it, so I'll say yes. And obviously, this doesn't even count as one of our trades. And we're now at the deadline here. As you can see, not doing as good as I'd hoped. 31, 28, and 3. Definitely had a bit of a rough go in January, February. You can see right here we had 4 straight losses. Also in January, I think we had a bit of a losing streak somewhere. Yeah, right there was like a 4-game losing streak again. And then 1 win before he lost a couple more. So not doing as good as I hoped. Like, this team has championship status, but it's not currently happening. Let's see here. So right now 65 points. We're 5 points out of a playoff spot. At least that's one of the wild cards. All right, so 4 points out if we were able to catch St. Louis, and we're a game in hand, so it's not too bad. Basically, win the game in hand, we're only a win back, so definitely can still make that playoff push. Kovalchuk's actually our leading scorer, 48 points, beating out Kopitar. So we can make 3 trades, gonna try and make something happen. We have like no cap space, so we definitely have to get pretty creative here. But like I said, this team's like built to win now, championship team status. Doughty's still on a pretty good contract. We basically just have to take a risk and go for it. So the first try makes with Nashville. They actually have a negative record, so they have some decent players on the block. Mike Fisher's one of them. 80 overall. He's got like no value because he's like 37. So I'm offering them Mitchell, who they want, even though he's a 76, along with this Remsha guy, bomb 6-4 potential. If he's like the difference, it gives us Mike Fisher, big upgrade at 4th line center. I'm down to do that, so we'll see what they say. Trade rejected. Okay, I thought that might not be quite enough. Alright guys, so I added Scott Hartnell on their side, also 80 overall, but pretty old, so not that much value. And then I added Ekman Larson on our side. Value, like, he's more than them somehow, so we'll see if this gets it done. Trade rejected, okay, I figured that might be the case. Let's see if, to get both of them, let's do Mitchell and one of our, like, decent prospects. I feel like we're bringing in 2 80 overall players, it's worth it. Phillips here is 58, so he's, like, the furthest out. Him and Mitchell, I feel like that's got to get it done. Trade rejected. So I just added this Folan dude, 7th potential. He's actually done growing. They want him for some reason. Maybe that's like the difference maker. And it somehow is. Okay, so forward group just got a whole lot better. Also, we can actually now trade Lewis. He's a 79, but he's making like 1.8 for the next 3 years, so just move on from that contract. I feel like maybe make a slight upgrade to the defense, and then just really have to hope that the team does good for the next month and a half after the trade deadline. Try to make one more trade here, guys, offering New Jersey Lewis along with a couple decent prospects, Moverar and Anderson Dolan, along with a third in 2020 for John Moore. Solid defenseman, 82 overall, basically just a good rental here. Hopefully all these rentals can help us make that playoff push. The other two are basically just there for the roster spots. Yeah, Lada's only a 74. I just wanted to check. The value's a little on our side. I mean, 2 of the guys on the blocks. I feel like this could go through. Trade accepted. There we go. So we could still make one more trade, but I feel like our team is pretty good. Don't want to really give up any more pieces. Just got to hope this is good enough to make that push. Like I was saying, we're 4 points back with a game in hand. Not a terrible spot to be. So after the trade deadline, here's an updated look at the team. We have Kovalchuk, Kopitar, Zuccarello on the first line. Toffoli, Carter, Pearson on the second. Camp, LaFello, and Brown on the third, with Ryder, Fisher, Hartnell on the fourth. So basically got a whole new fourth line. Definitely a lot better than what it was at the beginning of the season, although still not a playoff team. Defense looks a lot more solid too. Muzzin, Doughty, Moore, Martinez, Phaneuf, and Gravel. Obviously, Quick is still in net. So just got to hope the boys can start playing better hockey and we make that playoff push. As long as we get a wild card spot, of course, you know, anything can happen once you're in the playoffs. All right, guys, so I just finished the regular season sim. It is going to be close. 41, 35, and 6 records. That's 88 points. Usually you want like at least 90 to be safe. We actually had a pretty good run there of wins. Like, didn't even lose a game in regulation until the 20th after the deadline, not including that first game. They made a couple back-to-back losses there. Did lose the last game of the season, 7-0 to Dallas. But other than that, pretty solid. You can see we actually have more wins than Dallas, but they have 13 overtime losses. So I feel like that might honestly be what does us in, just not having enough OT losses. We'll take a look here, I guess. Really hoping we made the playoffs. If not, I messed up this year for sure. Wow, so Pacific Division is tight. Anaheim there, 92 points. Edmonton, Calgary both had 90, and they missed. We had 88 and missed. Vancouver's the only one that's not good. Even in the Central, Chicago missed with 86. Nashville actually finished last there with 81. So the West did very good. Even the East, or no, there's a couple bad teams, but that sucks. Like, I don't know, our division, look how stacked that is. Kovalchuk there, it's still led in points, 67. I'm glad we didn't trade away our first round pick in this year's draft, at least. I mean, you never know. Like, we could get first overall and get Darlene. That'd be insane. Kopitar there, 61. Doughty, 54 as a D-man, solid. Carter, 52. Zuccarello had 50 points as well. Toffoli's looking pretty good. Fisher somehow at 39. Pearson, wish he would have got at least to 40. Camp there, not too bad, 32. Brown, Hartnell. Okay, so LaFello still 79. I was really hoping he would have grown. Other than that, though, kind of what you'd expect. Let's see quick stats for the year. 4 shutouts, .908 save percentage. Worse than Budai. That's not good. 2.72 goals against. Yeah, his save percentage and goals against really aren't that great. Like Budai's were much better, even though he's a negative record. So I don't know if that's the defense in front of Quick. Like, we did have a pretty bad third pair there for a little bit, but figured Doughty's playing half the game, or half the game. It wouldn't matter. I'll take a quick look here at the league, see the leading scorers were. Obviously, I don't think Kovalchuk's going to be near with 67 points. Kane, 95, yeah. Kessel, Crosby. His goals, though, might be close. Yeah, so what is he? 6th there in goals. That's not too bad. Also didn't take a look at the AHL team. So still in the league, and look at this. Mersch here was playing on the first line of our AHL team. 72 points, actually 4th in scoring. So that's kind of cool. He still has 1 year left to grow after this one, so maybe he actually becomes a decent 4th liner. Carey, 66. Where is the guy we traded for? This dude, 54 somehow. Samuelson, 40. Jared McCann, there he is. 33 and 34. That's actually very good. Basically a point per game pace. Would love to see some growth over the summer from him. The Islanders there actually got the first overall pick with the Calgary trade, which is kind of crazy. Vancouver 2nd, Detroit 3rd. Colorado and Chicago both 5 and 6 there, also with trades. We're picking 13. I think we have to get into the top 9 or 10 to get an elite player, I forget. And it's like 11 or 12 to get a high top 6 or like a high whatever. So kind of not a good spot, but we have traded up before, so that's obviously an option. And before we get to the draft, guys, I'm going to show you the awards. As you can see here, Tampa Bay winning the Stanley Cup. No surprise there at all. They're just So stacked in this. Like, real life, honestly, on paper, they're so stacked, and obviously, too, in the game. Boston there, President's Trophy. I forgot to check who finished last in the league. Should do that, I guess, after this. King got the Art Ross and the Hart, as it turns out. Jones there, James Norris. Lady Bing went to Kane. Carlson got the Calder. I don't know how that happened. Maybe because I added a contract extension to him, but it didn't happen like that before, so that's really strange. Vasilevsky, Conn Smythe, Vezina, Bobrovsky, Cam Ward there, William M. Jennings, that's really surprising. Lindell, Bill Masterson, Bergeron there with the Selke, Kane, Ted Lindsay, Ovi, Maurice Richard. I'll take a look at the AHL now. Sorelli, most points. Of course, just Tampa Bay has the best player in the AHL as well. Golovin, though, got the MVP, so that's kind of surprising. Cale Makar there, best defenseman. Comrie, best goalie. Sorelli also got sportsmanship, so none of our players got anything. Don't think our team won any awards. Marley's there got the Calder Cup, just like real life, kind of cool. Our team did make the playoffs, and they actually won the Pacific Division. Okay, so that's cool. Unfortunately, I think they got bounced in like the second round. So definitely going to have to try and make something happen here at the draft. I want to see. So New York Islanders got the highest pick with the Calgary one. I doubt Calgary finished last. No, they were almost in the playoffs. Detroit finished last. Vancouver second. So only one team jumped ahead, which I guess is pretty cool. Alright, guys, so instead of Clog, I'm going to try trading them a second-round pick in 2020. If this doesn't go through, I could add them back, because I feel like it's definitely worth it to get Bachfist. Let's see what they say to this first. Trade rejected. Okay, so this is a lot to give up to move up 5 spots, especially like if you look at real life, but we know kind of the difference in those 5 spots, so I'm willing to do it. Let's see what they say here. Trade accepted. Okay, so that was a lot to give up. Hopefully, Bachfist proves to be worth it. Like I said, he usually grows well. Watch, like, this will be the sim where he just busts for us. And as you can see here, Krasov is also available. Same with Dobson and Bouchard. So a medium top 6 forward, and then 2 medium top 4 Ds. But Bachfist being the elite, definitely best pick there. And in case you guys were wondering, Velina, like I said, just got picked. Right there is the order. Kachuk actually went before Zadina as he grew. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And Dahlin, of course, first overall. So our next pick here is pick number 12 in the 3rd round. Montreal just got a medium starter goalie. Right there you can see Alexis Gravel getting taken. So Rodriguez also gone. I'm really hoping that Cout's still available. He's like always our sleeper 3rd, 4th round pick. I don't know why. I think actually I know why. The reason is because he plays in the Czech. So the computer teams must just not scout him. Let's see. This dude, low top 9. I'm going to take the safe pick though. Hopefully I can find him. Alright, so there he is. He actually probably wouldn't have gotten taken till later in the 3rd round, but we know how good he is. Makes sense to take him right now. Our next pick now, pick number 10 in the 4th. Usually Popovich and Noel are available. Why they're available, I have no idea, as they both play in the CHL, which people are scouting. So there is Popovich. I think Noel has like the exact same value, so we'll just take Popovich there. Pretty happy with this draft so far, honestly. Considering like we just missed the playoffs, we're having a pretty good draft here to make up for it. On this 5th round pick, I think we still have a 6th after this. Really don't know exactly who to take here. Probably going to be taking a bit of a gamble. So guaranteed bottom 6. Fedberg there's fringe starters. Actually, there's a few goalies. This Kavasha guy's bottom 6. Could take an unknown Russian D-man. You never know. Backup, I think that's less than fringe starter. So maybe this guy from Belarus, probably no one knows anything about him. That league interest there is high. I don't know if it really matters or not, but let's just take a gamble. Fringe starter, so kind of what we expected. And our last pick here, guys, pick number 12 in the 6th. Would love to find like one of those medium elite goalies that's 50 overall. Such a huge trade piece if you can find one of them in the draft. I seem to never have luck with that. Right here gives an exact top 9. Even if he's low top 9, I feel like that's the pick to make. Although low top 9 doesn't have much value. This Koi guy, he's like a low elite goalie or even a medium starter. He could have some value for us. High backup, that's not too bad. Alright guys, we're at the re-sign phase here. I think this is the least amount of cap space I've ever had after the first year. 1.8 million. Like I knew the Kings cap space situation was pretty bad, but the fact that we added Kovalchuk in like a year early, that's like an extra 6 mil, not to mention trading for Zuccarello. Like basically I have no room. So John Moore, like I was saying, is going to be gone. Camp, that's why he's always available, I guess, as an RFA, because they can't sign him. Although, like, 1.8 million is enough to sign him by the end of the summer at least. After that, Mike Fisher, Scott Hartnell, I assumed both of them would retire or we wouldn't re-sign. They're interested, but like 36, Hartnell already dropped an overall. Fisher's 38, most likely will. Unless they're super cheap, it's not worth it. Gravel, maybe we can keep. After that, I guess everyone would be on a two-way deal. Ryder dropped to a 77, I guess, probably because he's playing fourth line, but that'll make it cheaper to sign him, and maybe he bounces back, so it might not be the end of the world. We'll see here if we can somehow make this work. I don't think it's going to happen, though. So at center, we'll take a look here and see what Fisher wants. He wants 2.9 million. We'll just let him go now and not worry about it. Jared McCann wants $1 million. Okay, 1 year, 825K. Can definitely do that, as it's like variable or whatever. Let's see here. Left wings, so Camp, what's he want? 2.9, 1 year, 2.8. So we'll just have to qualify and hope no team makes an offer. Hartnell, like we said, we know we're going to lose. All these guys, well, aside from Ryder, I'll just qualify. He wants 1.5, 1 year. Okay, so let's qualify. I don't think a team makes an offer on him right now, as he's a 77. These three UFAs, just going to let them all go to free agency. AHL top 6, near 25. He'll go to free agency as well. Right wings here, Samuelson, obviously we're going to keep him. 3 years. Sometimes he grows, so 3 years. Let's do 2 years. We only need him for 2 years. 700K, that could be a really good contract. Auger, 24. We'll just let him go as well. Hopefully get lucky with like some two-way deals in free agency. So we know we're losing more. Phaneuf, I was wondering if we should buy out. 6.5 million for the next 3 years. What's that look like? So buyout cost is 2 million for the next 6. So we save 4.5 million about. 4.5 million can get us at least an 81 overall defenseman. Probably a defenseman that's better than that, honestly. Plus it allows us, it just gives us some cap space. And he could get worse as he's 33. I think it makes sense to buy out Phaneuf. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think I'm going to do it. Gravel here, he wants 2.2. Okay, we're just going to qualify him for now too and just kind of see what's in free agency. Maybe we can actually sign a decent defenseman there to be our fourth. Also, what's his name? Ledoux here dropped to a 75 like Ryder. He's playing though where he's supposed to be. Like, he's a bottom pair. I think he was a depth defenseman, so he's actually playing above. I thought he would grow. Apparently not. Maybe in the summer he can bounce back. If not, we actually need a 6th guy as well. McDermott will probably keep. Same with Jordan Subban. Bachfist, we're going to sign him for sure. Probably be like the lead in the AHL. That guy, I might keep just because we have enough spots. Ekman Larsson's now 60, so he actually grew a bit. Probably hold on to him. Definitely need a backup goalie as well. Budai's only a 77. So Wedgwood's 25 and 71. That's bad. Probably have Budai Campbell in the AHL. So I guess that's it for now. Maybe a couple of them accept the qualifying offer. That'd be huge. I just realized I think Riders would actually be 2 million, so I shouldn't have done that. And I don't think I can take off the qualifying offer. I can't. But I can offer him. Okay, so we have to do this. I believe... Yeah, I believe he was making more than this. So that's what the qualifying offer was. So... screw it. We'll just see what happens, I guess. I might have messed up. And McCann accepted our offer, which is good. 800K. Hopefully he grows over the summer. Ledoux also did. Samuelson, Bachfist. So really it's just those guys we gave qualifying offers on. It's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens with them. And as you guys can see here, Ryder accepted our qualifying offer. Like I was saying, pretty sure we messed up with that. So I want to see what we actually have to pay him. I believe the qualifying offer is like what they were making last year. I could be completely wrong on that. We'll see here, I guess. Yeah, 2 million, so we had to pay him what he was making last year, which was 600K more than he asked for. That was stupid, but oh well. So we're now at the free agency period, guys. Going to see who's available here. Hopefully that enough buyout money gets us someone. So John Moore's there, 4.5 million. He's the best defenseman, so we had like first dibs on him. Schuster there, 4.2. Phaneuf there, 3.7. So we actually could sign him and we'd be saving money, as ridiculous as that sounds. I was hoping there'd be somebody more. Actually, Josh Morrissey's here. Only wants 3.3. Maybe we can make a trade with Winnipeg. This could be a huge steal. Okay, so gonna try and do that. Also wanted to check backup goalies. So assuming he gets 3.3, we have like 1.3 left to get a backup goalie. 77 Budai, like it's not going to be hard to upgrade on him. Yeah, there's a couple 80s there. 81 Hutchinson. Okay, Laner there wants a bit too much. Quick played like 70 games last year, so maybe he was tired out or something. I really don't know. I'd love to get Hutchinson. He's younger. He's the highest rated. 1.6. I'm sure we can shave 300k off Morrissey. Let's offer him 1.7. And then also going to take a look at the two-way players. Maybe there's a good two-way goalie here that can grow or something. Goalies now a 70. That's not too bad. Unfortunately, he just wouldn't play. Hallinan, if he's not playing, I don't think matters as much because he's 19. So we'll give him an offer. All skaters here. We'll check. Okay, so the normal guys are available. We'll offer on all of them and see what we get. Alright guys, so right now we're trying to get a trade with Winnipeg for Morrissey. As you can see there, they have no cap space, can't afford to re-sign him. They want Budai, who was just going to be an AHL starter for us, so we're going to give him to Winnipeg, along with Popovich, who we just drafted. But if he gets us Morrissey, it's worth trading him. The value's on our side. They don't want Morrissey, they want Budai. We'll see what they say. Trades rejected. I thought that might go through. Let's see if we can add something small. Alright guys, I'm also adding this Keller dude. Low AHL starter potential. For some reason, Winnipeg wants him. No idea why. If this gets the trade to go through, that'd be pretty funny. It doesn't. Okay, so we have to add still one more thing. Let's see. Maybe I'll add like 4th round pick 2020. We actually are only going to have 1, 5, 6, 7 for the next 2 drafts because we used so many picks. Like, that deadline last year really hurt us not making the playoffs, but that's okay. We can bounce back. We'll see if they say yes now. There we go. And as you guys can see here, we did get Masherin, one of the best free agent prospects that's always available. Also got Niemelainen, Hallen in there, Renan, so that's a good sign so far. I think there was some others we made offers on. Obviously, too, still have to try and Hutchinson we got. Only gave him an extra 100k, so we now have a solid backup. I think maybe not having a good backup was what hurt us last year, although... Yeah, because, like, Quick's a better goalie than it showed. He actually dropped to an 87. I think I should have addressed that. Definitely something I overlooked. Merchant here I basically just added for worst-case scenario. He's our 6th defenseman because he was really cheap. Sokolov. So, alright, so we'll get Morrissey signed, Camp signed, Gravel. I think we still might need a 6th defenseman, though. Morrissey replaces Phaneuf. And then, yeah, what's his name's like a 75. So, if there's somebody cheap, that's like a 78 plus. It's like all of our players, basically. Tunes 1.9. Bieksa. I feel like if we wait until the beginning of the season, can probably get Prout. One of these guys here. Should be able to get for really cheap, as long as no one signs them. Alright guys, so I took a risk and simmed all the way to the preseason, hoping no other team would make an offer on Morrissey or Camp or basically any of our RFAs. And luckily, nobody did. So, the fact that the season's about to start, these guys should be asking for a lot less than they're worth, which is kind of what we need, as like I was saying before, we are right up against the cap. So we'll see here what they all want. Morrissey wanted 3.3 back in July. He now wants 1.175, so a third of what he's worth. That's insane. So he's also grown to an 81. We'll offer 1.1 there for 1 year. It definitely pays to like take that risk and just hope other teams don't feel like giving you the picks or don't feel like waiting, whatever it is. Camp you could probably get for... Bet you can get him for like 1.65. Then Gravel's only a 79, so he should be quite cheap. Somehow, he's going to get more than Morrissey. Or he's asking for more. That's really weird. He does not deserve more. I don't know why I'm paying him more. Mersh is a 79 now. Let's see what he wants. 900k, so that should not even really count. So, I mean, somehow lucked out there. No one made offers. Hopefully all 4 signed for around that. Plug him in the lineup and... hope for a better second season. So we're at the start of the season now, guys. We still need a 6th defenseman. Right now we have a couple 77s to choose from. I'd like an 80. Weidman here on Ottawa, 28 years old. I mean, not very much value there, only $1 million. I feel like it's kind of the perfect defenseman that we need. Low value, on the block, only making $1 million. We're looking for an 80 overall defenseman, so gonna see here if we can make a trade. And I'm hoping we don't have to give up too much here to get him. Honestly, looking at his value, we can probably just give up one of those guys we signed. I know it's kind of cheating, or some people will think it is. I don't really care though, because they all have the opportunity to sign them, and for whatever reason, none of them ever do. So we'll go with Niemelainen here, and yeah, he's actually got more value than Weidman, so pretty fair deal. They say yes, and our decor should be pretty solid now. Also forgot to mention too, we actually have like $3 million in cap space somehow. It's weird how it works. Where like in the summer you're they basically kind of calculate it wrong because they have guys in the NHL it wouldn't be. They don't have an 18-player roster. It's like 20 or something. So every time you get to the start of the season, you always have a bit more money. So we actually do have a bit of cap space to work with in terms of trades or whatever at the deadline. So here you guys look at the team going into season 2. First forward line hasn't changed at all. Same with the second, although Pearson's now an 81. I believe he was an 82. Third line's Camp, LaFellow, and Mersch, who's now a 79. So hoping he can continue to grow, medium top 9 potential. Fourth line here is Brown, McCann, and Ryder. Ryder did get back up to a 78, hoping he can get to a 79. McCann's now a 77, so hopefully he grows as well. Depth forward should be fine as a fourth line center. Defense looks pretty solid. Top 4, obviously we now have Morrissey there, and we have Gravel and Weidman on the bottom pair. In goal, we have Quick, who's now an 87, but a much better backup in Hutchinson. Hopefully helps him out there, doesn't have to play as many games. AHL team, really nothing too crazy there. Like we have Sokolov and Samuelson, that's about it for forwards. Defense is pretty stacked for an AHL team. Have Bachmus there on the bottom pair. I'm not sure if like playing him top pair would make him grow faster, as he'd be getting played against better players, wouldn't be doing as well. So I feel like third pair with a good top 4 in front of him. Hopefully this works out well. If he's not growing too much, I might switch it up, but that's what we're going to run with for now. Alright guys, so I just got an interesting offer from the Sabres. I want to give me Scandella and a 6th for McCann. I'm probably going to say no to this just because we got Weidman for pretty much nothing. He's an 80. Scandella's an 81, making $4 million, so an extra 3. And McCann's fourth line center currently could grow to be even better. I actually was thinking about getting Scandella before, but because we got Weidman, I feel like no longer need him. So I just got a pretty good offer from the Knights. Want to give us Neal and Schmidt along with a 4th for our 1st and 5th in 2019. As you can see there, we're actually 25, 19, and 8 a few weeks before the deadline. Definitely doing better than last year, at least right now. I'm surprised. Like usually you'd have to give up at least a 1st just to get Neal. Schmidt there's an 80, so he's not too bad either. Gravel though is a 79, so like we're only going up 1 on the D. Neal would definitely push Pearson down to the 3rd line. It's not too bad of an offer, but we can only make 2 more offers, or sorry, 2 more trades. We already made Bachfist, Morrissey, and Weidman were a 3. So I'd rather kind of save that 1st round pick and maybe make a trade of our own. Something's out there. Wait and see. And Austin Watson just got put on waivers by the Predators. 77 overall, 1.1 million. 27, okay, I thought he still had potential, he does not, so really it's not even worth taking him. Minnesota just offered us Zach Parise for Jared McCann in a 5th. I'm like 90% sure we're saying no because Parise's contract of $7.5 million. I don't even know how this could work. Like we'd have to drop somebody down to AHL, like that's the only way, because we only have like $2 million in cap space, yet somehow they're able to make us this offer, but we can't make the same kind of offer. So yeah, I'm gonna say no, but that's a weird one. So I guess we're only a few days out from the deadline now. Looking really good here. Very solid month of February. We're now 31, 21, and 9. Niskanen for a 1st round pick. 5.75 is expensive. I think he's 83 overall. 84, my bad. 84, 5.75. It's not bad. I just don't think D is our biggest need right now. I think Morrissey is playing well in the top 4. I think our bottom pair is fine. Really, we need help on forward. So, yeah, 31, 22, and 9. 62, so 73 points right now. Not bad at all. We should be in a playoff spot. Unless the Pacific Division is just having another unreal year. Okay, yeah, so we're 3rd place. Tied with Calgary, though. Not too far off Anaheim and Edmonton. Arizona is pushing. Vegas is last, actually. They had a really good year last year. Kopitar there, 49 and 62. So, like I was saying, we can only make 2 trades. We're going to try and add some forward depth here. Use a little bit of cap space we have, the few assets we have, and hopefully make a run in the playoffs. So right now, guys, trying to get traded with the Devils for Johansson and Boyle. Johansson would probably plug in on the 2nd line left wing, pushing Pearson down to the 3rd line. Boyle would be a better 3rd line center than what we have now. Offering them 1st round pick, that's supposed to be 2020. Since we won't even be drafting, might as well keep the 2019 picks. We'll actually have to take back a 2027. Also, Ryder's just there because we won't need him. And just to give us a bit more salary room. And then also I think I had like a prospect there in from. So we'll see if they do this. I think the value is pretty equal. Everything they have is on the block. So should go through. There we go. I think that's a very solid trade. Alright guys, so the last trade trying to make this deadline is for Donskoy. Another just solid addition to the forward group. 82 overall. Still has a bit to grow as he's 26. Offering them 2 decent prospects here. Reninen and Villatala. Me and Prince started goalie prospect. The value's about equal. They don't necessarily want either, but Donskoy's on the block. The value's equal. Maybe they say yes. And there we go. So I think that definitely helps us. San Jose's actually like just over 500. They had a ton of guys on the block, like Couture, Pavelski, but didn't really want to give up our 2019 first. I feel like we could potentially get a good player there. Even just trade that pick at the draft for something better, as both those guys are on expiring deals, and we probably don't have the cap space to re-sign them. So I want to just add some small pieces. I think the team's going to be just much stronger now. And we'll see, I guess, if they're good enough to win the Stanley Cup. So after the trade deadline, here's a look at the team. I think, honestly, it's pretty solid. First line's the same. Second line, we now have Johansson. Carter has dropped in overall, now in 86. I think, too, before his potential was elite. Now it's top 6. I guess he's getting up there. He's 34. Donskoy, Boyle, and Pearson, so brand new third line. And then Mersch, LaFellow, and Camp is the fourth line. Defense obviously hasn't changed. So hopefully this new and improved forward group makes us an even better team. Can make a run here in the playoffs. Let's go find out. All right, guys, we're now at the end of the regular season here. As you can see, finished with a really solid record, 46, 27, and 9. So 101 points, I think, which should be good enough for a playoff spot. Would be like the best team in history, I think, to ever miss. Okay, yeah, finished first in the division. I was looking for us like in the middle, but no, we're good. Johansson's actually our leading scorer there. 69 points, 83 games. Nice. We'll see how Kopitar, Kobe did. Hopefully they're close. Okay, yeah, both with 67. Don't mind that at all. Kovalchuk did get to an 84 last year. Now he's back down to an 83, but another solid season, so don't see why he might not make another jump. Carter, 62. I feel like he could get back up to an 87 after that year. Toffoli, 52, solid. Zuccarello, 50. Donskoy, almost 50, okay. Doughty, 45. Forgot to mention he actually went up one, now in 93. Pearson, almost 40. It's pretty good for playing third line. Honestly, all the production there looks solid. Let's see if Quick's numbers were better this year. 40-24, 8 shutouts, .928 save percentage. Okay, yeah, much, much better. I think having that backup. I mean, he still played 70 games, but I don't know. Maybe he just needed a bounce back year. So, good to see Quick playing better. Take a look now, I guess, at the entire league. I doubt 69 points is anywhere near close. Yeah, Tarasenko, 95. Forsberg, don't usually see him up there. Second in scoring, that's pretty cool. AHL, I don't think we had anyone that would be up there, but might as well check. Yeah, so our AHL leading scorer, Sokoloff, 55 points. I am wondering how Bachfist did, what his rating is now. There he is. So he's still 72, that's where he was at the deadline. 13 points, 82 games. Would hope for a bit more from the offensive defenseman, but that's alright. Also want to see where we finished the entire league. So second place, only behind Carolina. I'm really surprised they did that good. Especially if they still have Darling as their #1 goalie. That's very, very surprising. Colorado third. They had 2 top 5 picks last year, 2 top 10 picks. They got Velino and Kokoniemi, so their team is they're already finishing third. Boston 20th in the league with 85 points. Buffalo 87. So the Atlantic is just that bad. Toronto, Detroit, Montreal, Ottawa. Wow, the Atlantic's so bad. 85 points, 20th in the league. You're making the playoffs. Yeah, there's Florida. I was wondering, is there another team? Florida finished last at 67. Jeez, that's crazy. So the first round of the playoffs, guys, we're up against the Chicago Blackhawks. They have a really good first line here. Saad, Taze, and Kane. I guess they traded for Okposo, who's on the second line there with DeBrincat and Duclair. Nisimov playing left wing for some reason with Schmaltz and Haid on the third line. Then they have Schrader, Lewis, and Sakura. Defense, they've got Keith, Murphy, Seabrook, Ruda, Osterley, and Forsling. So I think our D is much, much better. Forwards, slightly better for us. Goalies, I guess, are about the same, Crawford and Quick. So really, we should beat them. We'll see what happens. All right, here we go, guys. First round playoffs. Won the first game and the second. There we go. Keep it going. Third game. Can we sweep the Blackhawks? Got a scout. All right, here we go for the sweep. And it happens. All right, so just like that. Moving on, playing the Calgary Flames here in the second round, okay. So here's a look at Calgary's lines. They got Gaudreau, Monahan, Kachuk as the first. Lindholm, Backlund, Yager still playing at 47. Look at that. Klimchuk, Bennett, Frolik, Brouwer, Jankowski, and Lazar. So pretty solid forward group there, actually. A lot of good depth. Defense, I mean, Calgary's top 4 is pretty solid. Hanifin grew all the way to 87, so the Hamilton trades look too bad at all for them, at least in game. Third pair definitely could be better though. Kulak and Anderson, 77 and 78. In goal there, they got Smith, who's an 84 right now at 37, so he's definitely dropped a bit. So we have the leading goalie. Defense about equal. Forwards, I'd say it's about equal as well, so it should be a good series. Here we go, guys. Second round, Calgary Flames. Let's get this. All right, not a good start. Not a good start. Are you kidding me? Okay, we'll do a quick scout. Got to try and bounce back, win the next 4 straight games. Reverse sweep. There we go. There you go. Oh, all right, so a couple wins there to give us hope. Unfortunately, though, no luck. And the draft lottery results just came in. New Jersey there picking first again, so that's pretty crazy. They'll be getting Jack Hughes to go alongside Hischier and Taylor Hall. Not bad at all for them. See here, I guess, all the awards. I saw that Tampa Bay is back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, which is just insane. Like I was saying, how their team is stacked, and I mean, yeah, they're just unreal. They'll probably be even better, honestly, in NHL 19, because I think Braden Point's going to get an upgrade, some other young players. Look at that. So Pittsburgh back-to-back, followed by Tampa Bay back-to-back. They actually beat Calgary there in the Stanley Cup Finals, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Tarasenko got the art, the heart. Petrangelo, James Norris, so lots of hardware for St. Louis. McDavid, Lady Byng. Jost actually got the Calder. Don't usually see that in the second year. Vasilevsky, Conn Smythe again, so same Conn Smythe winner. Look at that. Vesna went to Jonathan Quick. Okay, so I thought his stats were pretty good. I guess they're even better. I guess kind of like didn't realize just how good they were. That's pretty awesome. He also got the William Jennings. I didn't realize we had the lowest goals against. That's cool too. Heiskin in there. Bill Masterson. Getzlav with the Selke. Tarasenko, Ted Lindsay. Maurice Richard. Wow. Tarasenko killed it this year. AHL Player Awards. I doubt. Wow. Forsback Carlson just cleaned up. What do you get? Most points, MVP, most goals, and most outstanding rookie. He just went off. Cody Franzen got best D-man. Demko best goalie. Chad Johnson there, MVP of the playoffs. Forsback Carlson also got sportsmanship. Team awards, I don't think we won anything. Just looking through here, yeah, we did not. So hopefully, I don't think I'm going to make a pick with the 2019 first. Definitely going to try and trade it for something. Should have a bit more cap space, but still not a lot to like sign a big name free agent, which is definitely hurting us. I don't know. We might have to make like a huge trade here in the summer. We'll see what's out there. All right, guys. So in the end, I decided just to make our pick. It sucks. Nolan Foote there just got taken 2 before. He's got high top 6, so would have had more value than our first round pick, but that's okay. Maybe we can get lucky here. Find somebody. Bertuzzi's got at least medium top 6. I know that. I'm trying to think if I recognize any of the other names. Not really. Suzuki also has at least medium top 6. It's either medium top 6 or high top 6. I think that's it though for names I recognize. So Suzuki, I am pretty sure is medium top 6. Bertuzzi's also probably medium top 6, but I'm not as positive, so we'll take a chance. He is medium top 6. So, I mean, it's not too bad. It's probably actually more value than our pick had. I was trying to look for like a trade to happen, but it was just tough. I think like it'd be better just to wait until free agency, especially too. We have so many players on expiring deals. So right there you can see Krebs. That's a really solid number 9 pick. Dodge, Kako, Cousins. So Emery there's made up. Byram. Same with Webster, Harold, and then Hughes, of course, first overall, the Devils. So our next pick here isn't until the 5th round. Pick number 26. Hopefully we can get like a steal. I would love, like I was saying, one of those medium elite goalies late here. There is a Swedish guy. Do we take a chance on him? I mean, I really don't know anything about the 2019 late picks. Medium fringe starter. It's not too bad for the 5th. Now picking in the 6th round, pick number 26. Let's see what we can get here. I'm going to take a chance on this Lavoie guy. Medium bottom 6. AHL, that sucks. And the last pick here, pick number 26 in the 7th round. Hopefully it's better than that last one. The 2019 picks usually aren't that great later on. Like, look at the potentials there. This guy's got medium bottom 6. Hopefully he's at least bottom 6. Also AHL, that sucks. Alright guys, we're now at the re-sign phase here. As you can see, we have just under 20 million cap space. A ton of players re-signed though. Most notably, Drew Doughty, best player on the team. Not interested in extensions, so this is going to be interesting. Want 7.6, way less than I thought he would have wanted. I think we bought him like a couple times in free agency for close to 10 million. So I expected him to want a lot more. I'm willing to give him like 8 million off the start at least, maybe more if he says no. Obviously him wanting to go to free agency we'll have to pay extra. So let me go by position here just to kind of figure out the depth chart and who we're actually going to need to keep. So Boyle's 79 now, doesn't want to stay. That's fine. LaFella, McCann, if they grow, that's a fine third and fourth. It's like an 80-81 and a 79-80. So definitely going to lock both of these guys up. Guess we can get with LaFella here for 1.7. McCann, hopefully he's cheap, 925k, we'll do that. Worry about like the AHL guys after. Johansson doesn't want to sign with us. Same with Donskoy. Camp does. Merch does. He's now a 78. Or he doesn't actually. And he's really not 78 like for 1.8. I'm just going to let him go. Camp will try and keep. I'd like to keep Johansson if possible. Let's see here. 80 overall, he wants way too much. So we'll qualify. Like, we gave him like nothing last year, so the qualifying offer is actually fine this time. Johansson, what does he want? 5 million. Donskoy's an 81, wants 3.2. Might as well just try and keep Johansson at that point. So let's see. Right wing, Zuccarello also doesn't want to stay with us. I don't know why. 5 million. I mean, if we do get Doughty for under 9, we can keep both of them. Assuming, yeah, like the defense isn't a lot of money there. Quick's still locked up. Hutchinson needs a new deal. So he looked like a decent backup. 2 years. That looks fine. 2 years at like 1.4. Does he want an extension? He does. So hopefully he'll say yes. Gonna try and keep Zuccarello and Johansson now. It might not work. We might have to just sign someone in free agency. I'll just give them both what they're asking for since they want to go to free agency. If they say no, we'll get somebody else. Gravel here, 27.79, wants 1.9. Oh man, we are in a tough spot. We have 3 79s. Morrissey, obviously, he wants 2.4. 1 year there, he only wanted 1.3, so we'll do that. Hopefully he bounces back. He was like an 81 all year, and then all of a sudden, apparently he's like 79 now. Let's see, Ledoux is a 78. He could be like a worst case scenario kind of thing. Marenton's a 79. He also wants to get paid. We got him for nothing, so I really don't like paying these high 70s. I'm not going to lie. Wyman's a 78. I might just let them all go, to be honest. I don't think it's really worth keeping any of them. Alright, guys, so Doughty rejected our offer. I'm going to try paying him. What did we offer before? I think 8, so I'll offer 8.5. Again, I thought he was going to ask for like 10. In regards to the rest of them, like, I don't know. It's such a weird... Like, they're asking for way too much, I feel. They do want to re-sign, so maybe they take less. Like 1.5 each to be the bottom pair. Maybe Marincin and Gravel, both 79s. I mean, I just have to go get one guy. I don't know if it's exactly what I want to do, but kind of might be our only option. Whereas Ledoux here doesn't even want to resign, so whatever. He'll just ask for too much money. Wyman's a 78. Yeah, he wants like 1.3. Might as well sign the 79 at that point, especially too. They're both a bit younger. So I think we should have enough money to sign a defenseman and at least 1, maybe 2 forwards. Hutchinson also re-signed, so it's going to be interesting offseason, that's for sure. Also, as you can see here, Quick's now at 91, so maybe he just carries us to a cup next year. That'd be amazing. Doughty finally accepted my offer, guys. Had to bump it up all the way to $9 million, but honestly, I would have paid him that in free agency, so it just makes sense. Also, too, Marincin accepted our deal, but Gravel didn't, and I realized that's probably better as we have 5 guys under contract. We'd rather try and sign one of the defensemen in free agency. Zuccarello, of course, and Johansson both are going to go to free agency, so hoping we can get like a defenseman, a forward, and maybe even something else. And we only have about $6.5 million to work with, so it's going to be tough. And we'll find out now, I guess, who's available. Erik Carlson is a free agent. That's insane. He's never been a free agent before. Wow. We actually have $8.3 million. I can't do math. Imagine we signed him, paired him up with Doughty. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. We already have our number 1, but of course, the one time he's available and we're being LA, and it just does not make sense to sign him. Panarin's also there. Blake Wheeler. Mark Stone only wants 6.8. It's actually less than the Sens are paying him, so he might be worth taking a try on. Puljujarvi's there. Strawman. Johansson, Zuccarello. So yeah, like they're 84s for an extra 1.4. You get an 88. It just, I think the choice is obvious there. If we did that, we'd just have about $2 million to try and get a defenseman. Carlo, RFA. That's probably our best bet. Make a trade with Boston. So I think we'll do that. We're going to try and get Mark Stone here. And then trade for Brandon Carlo. If this works out, it would be pretty amazing. So we have... How much do we have in cap space? 8.3. Carlo wanted like 1.3. So we could... I don't know. I'm sure we could get him for even less or whatever. So let's offer 7.5 here on Mark Stone. This would be pretty huge if we can get him. But 3 other teams interested. It's going to be tough. Also, too, want to check the two-way players. Any good guys with potential. Heponiemi's... They didn't re-sign Heponiemi. What are you doing, Florida? I know you finished last in the league, but that's like an obvious signing. We have another Bachfist here. Obviously, got to link them up. Not sure if they're brothers, cousins, whatever, but we'll give them an offer. Same with that Ikonen dude. Henry, Shar, Zetterlund. These dudes are always available for some reason, so we'll make them offers. And look at this, guys. I don't think I've ever seen Cam Talbot available in free agency. Not sure who the Oilers are going to use as their goalie, but 84 overall, only wants $2.6 million. Again, like, if you ever needed a starting goaltender, that would have worked out really well, but of course, we already have Jonathan Quick, who's a 91, so no need. Just got an interesting offer from the Oilers. Want to give me Mark-Edward Vlasic and Slepyshev for Bertuzzi McCann. So I'm guessing they didn't re-sign Talbot because they have no cap space. And that actually, yeah, no, they'd be getting like $7 million in cap space here. If we do this, though, we can't get Stone. Edward Vlasic's now at 84. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not worth doing. As you can see here, Schnarr accepted our offer. Same with Scott. He's a decent goalie. Heponiemi, I can't believe we got him for free. We got Bachfist there, brother, cousin, whatever. So, those are going to be a bunch of nice trade pieces or just, you know, make the AHL team better. I still can't believe, like, why Florida would not re-sign Heponiemi, but waiting to hear on Stone. He accepts our offer. That is huge. Okay, so we'll go try and make that trade for Carlo, and after that, like, we should be good. I guess we could probably add, like, a couple depth forwards. Really have no one coming through in the AHL, and that's about it. Alright, guys, so we just drafted Tag Bertuzzi. He's a 53, never going to get good enough to make our team in one season. Or not even a season, he has a summer to do it. So, if he gets us Brandon Carlo, I feel like it was worth, you know, picking him, keeping that first-round pick. Let's see what Boston says. Trade accepted, there we go. And literally right after I traded for Carlo, I figured I'd sim until, like, at least August. Detroit offers him $1.9 million for the next 3 years. We do not have the salary cap, I guess, to match, so now I have to make a trade. It's super annoying. Alright, guys, so right now I'm offering Vegas Coleman for a 7th round pick. I took him back in the New Jersey deal. Didn't even realize that he was making $1.8 million for 2 years. I didn't even realize he had 2 years left on his deal. I don't know what I was looking at. Huge oversight there. Hopefully we can get rid of him now, as that's more than enough to keep Carlo. We'll see what Vegas says. For a 7th round pick, they say no. His contract's not so bad. Like, I don't think we can move it. A 5th and him for a 7th. They still say no. Okay, so I'd have to give them like one of the solid prospects we just signed, I think. Essentially for free for them to take him on. I'm still pretty upset with myself about this, so we'll go Zetterlund for free. Come on. Are you kidding me? His contract's not that bad that you wouldn't take this for free. We'll go Zetterlund and Schnarr. Luckily, we got these guys for free. Like, there's no way they don't say yes to this. Are you kidding me? Gonna try retaining 900k so they can bury the whole thing. They're just getting 3 prospects for free. Help us out in the summer. And there we go. They finally say yes. That was ridiculous how much I just had to give up. But as long as it keeps Carlo, I can't believe I took that guy. Like, that's a couple mistakes this episode. Hopefully, as long as we get the cup by, I guess, this next season, I'll be okay. Alright, guys, this is so annoying. I just traded away a guy making $1.8 million. We had like 1.5 in cap space. It says I still don't have enough to match 1.9 for Carlo. So I basically just traded Tag Bertuzzi, a 1st round pick, along with 3 solid players we got at free agency for a 2nd round pick. Oh my god, I don't get, like, this annoys me so much. We had 1.5 million in cap space. We need to clear 400k. Even if you bury $1 million of his 1.8, how do we not have compensation now? Or how do we not have enough? Oh my god, that's honestly just, like, that just annoys me so much. Here we get another trade here with Boston to try and get Ryan Donato. 79 overall. RFA they can't sign. He's got, like, no value for some reason. So, if we can get him for nothing, that'd be amazing. Luckily, we got all those, like, free agent dudes we made offers on. Otherwise, probably be crying right now. We'll offer Henry. That alone should get this done. He's got more value. Alright, so there you go. That's 3 trades now, so I want to save the last 2 for the deadline. Hopefully no teams make offers on him, and then we have to try and get somebody at the end of the summer, another defenseman for really cheap, and then hope no one makes an offer on him so we can keep him. Unless, of course, there's a chance Bokvist grows into a high 70 by the end of the summer. That is one scenario that'd be amazing, but I don't know if it's going to happen. And as you guys can see here, Ryan Donato accepted our offer, except we never offered anything, so I guess he accepted Boston's qualifying offer. Not sure how much that is, but hopefully it's not too bad. And Camp also just accepted our qualifying offer, so that's good to see him coming back. I am a little worried, though. The offseason definitely didn't go as planned. I mean, we did get Mark Stone, which is the big piece we wanted, but still could have done better. I could have kept Brandon Carlo, but I feel like that was just kind of out of our hands. We got screwed there by EA. Alright, guys, so because we messed up with Carlo, I'm going to sign this Pullman dude right now to be our 6th defenseman. He does have medium top 6. He's 78 overall. I guess kind of don't have another option here. 2.6 million. We also still need a 4th line forward, so Smith Pelly would also be a very cheap option, 900k. So hopefully here we have enough cap space. We can kind of make something happen in a trade. As you guys will see, or I guess I can show you right now, we've had a lot of players go down in overall. I should have seen this coming, I guess. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though. So as you can see here, Carter's down 84. That really hurts. Martinez is an 82 now. Luckily, Muzzin's still an 85. Camp actually, or sorry, Morrissey actually went up to an 81. But yeah, a couple guys there with big falls. So I'm thinking like Bokvist. As he also, so Bokvist didn't grow either, which sucks. Usually he gets to at least a high 70. I've seen him as high as an 85 by year 3. Like he can be a high 70 by the end of the first year. Unfortunately for us, though, he's only a 74 right now. I guess maybe I should have played him higher up in the lineup. I thought third pair had been fine for him. So I'm thinking Bokvist and Carter, trade them both for some impact player. Do something, because it's not looking good. Alright, guys, like I was saying, we need to make a change. Making a huge offer right now with Arizona for Dylan Strome. 1 year left here at $1 million, 86 overall. Basically move Carter down to the 3rd line. Offering them Velarde, who's taken forever to grow. He's a 72. Like, I don't get it. And then Bokvist here didn't turn out for us this year for whatever reason, which kind of sucks. But if the 2 of them get us Dylan Strome, it's worth it. They want both. The value is definitely on our side. We'll see what Arizona says. Trades accepted. Okay, so hopefully it was worth it. Alright, guys, so let's look at the team going into this season. I'm optimistic. We'll see what happens. Carter, Kopitar, Stone's the first line. I mean, it's the best first line we've had. Toffoli, Strome, and Kovalchuk is the 2nd line. Camp, Donato, Pearson on the 3rd, with Smith, Pelly, LaFellow, and McCann on the 4th. Defense here, we have Muzzin, Doughty, Morrissey, Martinez, Marincin, and Pullman. Obviously, we have Jonathan Quick in net. Hutchinson's backing him up. AHL team real quick. Samuelson maybe grows enough to make the team. Sokolov. We got Brown here. Same rating as Smith Pelly, but like making $5 million more, so buried him just to save an extra $1 million. I actually put Kaut here in the AHL, and maybe he grows a bit by the deadline, gives him more value. I doubt he's not going to grow like 20 overall in the summer. Also threw Haponiemi in there just to see how he does. Defense, don't really think we have anything going on there. Same with goalie, but we'll see what happens this season. Nothing to lose, I guess. Like, gotten pretty unlucky here so far, so hope for the best. Alright, guys, so I just got a pretty interesting offer from the Detroit Red Wings. They want to give me Zetterberg here for the Red Wings 2nd round pick in 2020, as well as our 7th round pick. I don't even remember how we got Detroit's. Oh, yeah, for Brandon Carlo. I want to see how good Carlo is, because I just want to cry, I guess. He's an 81, so not amazing. Zetterberg here is an 83. We make a really good 3rd line center, making $6 million for the next 2 years. So if we did this, how many picks we have in 2020? I think we have to take a pick back. We'd have 5, 6. Oh, no, we'd have... How do we have 3 7th round picks? Okay, so we'd still have 4. So this works out perfect, still allowing us to make a trade. I'm going to say yes. It didn't say anything about, like, not having to, like, send anyone down or whatever. Also, as you can see here, we're just above 500, so definitely could use a boost to the team. Hopefully, you know, Zetterberg can help us here. Alright, guys, we're at the trade deadline here. As you can see, we have a record of 29, 28, and 5, so not too good. Just above 500. We'll see how far out of a playoff spot we are. So 8 points. I mean, 2 games in hand. It's possible. It's tough, but it's possible. Kopitar there, 55 points. We can only make 1 trade. We just gotta make it count. Alright, guys, so we're gonna try to get a trade with Vegas for John Merrill. LaFellow scratched after we got Zetterberg. and then trading them a few prospects here. The other 3 guys we're just taking back on roster spots. Value's about equal. We'll see what they say here. Trades accepted. Okay, so a little boost there to the defense. We really need to go on an insane run to make the playoffs. This would be like one of my worst ones yet if we don't even get in the playoffs. Like, teams contender off the get-go, just missed first year, second round bounce second year, and then like champion team status right now. Oh man, I don't know. Sometimes I guess this the sim, no matter what you do. Also, the Kings are an old team, which definitely hurts. I'm looking back on it now. I think I maybe should have retooled it a bit more rather than going with the core. As you can see, Carter's now an 83, Kovalchuk's an 81. Hopefully, though, Stone can be that, difference maker. So we got Pearson, Zetterberg, Camp now on the 3rd line. Actually, Kovalchuk should be there. He's an 81 now. Like, he's dropped a lot. Strome, though, is a nice 2nd line center. So we got McCann, Donato, Smith, Kelly on the 4th. And then defense. Don't tell me, what's his name in the AHL? Oh, man. And I just called it Merrill, guys. So here's a look at the defense. Muzzin, Doughty, Martinez, Morrissey, Merrill, and Marincin. Quick still in net, still 91, so maybe he can just go on a streak here and, I don't know, win every game. It's gonna be tough. I am definitely worried. Alright, guys, so I think this team is jinxed or something. 39, 36, and 7, so I think that's 85 points. Unless we get really lucky like Boston did last season, we make it as the 20th team. We're not in. Yeah, as you can see. Let's see, how far? 6 points out of a playoff spot. Kopitar, though, very good season, 71 points. This was just an unlucky one. Like, we've had pretty good success here. I'd say we were winning the Stanley Cup. Not quite every other, but close to it. Like, I would say every... Well, no, we won the Stanley Cup 1 of the 3 years. I think about every other. So, eventually, we're going to have a rough go. But Kopitar there, awesome season. Kovalchuk is now an 80, even though he had 67 points. I just don't get this game sometimes. He keeps regressing in overall, even though he's, crushing it with points. Stone there, Doughty had a good year, Toffoli not bad, Zetterberg 53, Carter still had 50 points, but he keeps going down overall. Strome had 43, but he stayed. Again, just sometimes makes no sense to me. How did Quick do here? 25, 26. So yeah, not as... he kind of had a year like that first year. I guess the second year was just kind of, I don't know, an anomaly. We'll take a look here. I'm curious to see where Kopitar was the entire league, because 71 points for him is pretty good. Alright, so not even on the first page, but yeah, I'm still pretty impressed by Kovalchuk. AHL, I'm wondering, like, did Dustin Brown go off? He is not on this page, at least I can't see him. Farabee, though, actually was the leading scorer, so that's kind of cool. Rasmussen as well, right behind him. Liljegren, 80 points as a D-man. That's kind of crazy. And as you can see here, Sokolov, 63 points. Samuelson, 60. Brown, 57. Masherin 50, so not too bad. I guess we'll just kind of see what happens with the AHL team. I can't believe that, like, contender team off the bat, missed the playoffs twice. Definitely got robbed the first time. Second time, I don't know, like, team was not good enough, I guess. I'm trying to think, like, I thought about maybe moving Carter in the second year, because after his, like, potential change from elite to top 6. And I really should have, I guess. I didn't think it was gonna happen that quick that he went down, but oh, that's just 1-3, 2 in the first round. Just nothing's going right here. And look at this, guys. Draft results just came in. Carolina picking first overall, so look at Alexis Lafreniere to pair up with Andrei Svechnikov. If this was real life, of course. Retired players. Dustin Brown's in the AHL, but he is not calling it quits. Stanley Cup champions. Actually, a bit of a surprise this year. I guess this whole year was just a mess up. As you can see there, the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm not saying Philly's bad, but I think there's a lot of better teams. I guess 3 years' time, though, they have a good young roster. You never know. Penguins there, President's Trophy, so that's kind of funny. And Calgary back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, but no cup. That sucks. Art Ross, Panarin on Vegas. That's pretty sick. He also gets the Hart. Pietrangelo there, back-to-back James Norris. Panarin also got Lady Bings. Svechnikov with the Calder. That is sweet. I would love to see that. Carter Hart, Conn Smythe. He must have gotten really good for them, probably. I've seen him as high as like an 86 by the 3rd year, as I boosted his potential to medium elite. Lundqvist there, Vezina in his late 30s. I love it. He also got the William M. Jennings. I didn't think the Rangers were that good, but I don't know. Maybe they turned it around. Bill Masterson there, Heiskanen again. Selke, McDavid. Panarin also got Ted Lindsay. And then McDavid there, Maurice Richard. I didn't even notice that when I was looking at the player stats. AHL. We didn't get anything there. That's okay. And I doubt we got player awards. All the recognizable names there, but unfortunately none of them are ours. So this was a rough one. I don't know if I should say this is the worst one, but it definitely wasn't one of the best ones. That is for sure. So I'll go open up that pack now and quick sell everything inside. As you know, I definitely did the LA fans wrong. I apologize, guys. I don't think I put this team into the ground, but definitely could have done better. All right, guys. So here we go. Our punishment for being a bad GM. Rare player pack. There's actually like a bunch of 99s. This week's team leaks like all Canada. So let's see what we get here. Obviously, you want to see a 99 usually, but not when you have to quick sell it. So far we are safe. Okay, lots of just pretty average cards. And there you go. So, I don't know. I don't think it would have been a good thing to get the 99. Just have to quick sell it. Luckily, our best pull there was an 86. Yeah, 86 Eichel, 86 Johansson. So, not too upset with having to quick sell that at all. Basically, just wasted 70k coins, though. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that episode. Next week, later in the week, should have out Minnesota. I'm going to be in Portland earlier in the week. So, hopefully, you guys understand. I'm probably going to have to do like the second half of teams as well in NHL 19, so stay tuned for that. We'll just make it, obviously a different dynamic with all the new franchise mode features. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, even though it didn't go as well as some of the others. If you did, leave that thumbs up. Also, if you guys aren't subscribed yet, please do that. On the road to 100k, need your help. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.